Have you ever felt so stressed that your heart races, your thoughts spin out of control, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't fall asleep? Perhaps it's a pile of unfinished work, or a difficult conversation that keeps replaying in your head, or perhaps it's that quiet kind of stress, the one that builds up slowly over time. You don't even notice it until one day you wake up exhausted and you realize you've been carrying this invisible weight for weeks. I know that feeling all too well. There was a time in my life when I was constantly overwhelmed. Every day felt like a race against the clock. I was trying to do everything, be productive, be present, be perfect. But inside, I was running on empty. My mind was a constant loop of to-do lists, worries, and what-ifs. And at night, I'd lie awake for hours, staring at the ceiling, wishing I could just turn my brain off. I remember one particular night. It was around 2 a.m. I was wide awake, with my chest tight and my thoughts tangled. I thought to myself, this can't be normal. Life isn't supposed to feel like this. That moment, as uncomfortable as it was, became a turning point, because that's when I decided I had to change something. Anything. I didn't know where to begin. I wasn't looking for a miracle. I just wanted one small thing, one habit that could help me breathe a little easier. And I found it. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't complicated. It didn't require any apps or fancy routines. It was so simple. I almost didn't believe it would work. But I gave it a try anyway. Just a few minutes each day. And what happened next changed everything. This tiny habit became my anchor. It grounded me. It helped me slow down. It reminded me every single day that even in chaos, peace is possible. And today, I want to share it with you. Because if you're anything like I was, tired, stressed, and searching for something real, then maybe, just maybe, this little habit can help you too. So take a breath, just one. Let's begin. A few years ago, I was working in a high-pressure environment. Deadlines, constant emails, long meetings. Every day felt like I was sprinting through a marathon. I'd wake up already tired, and by noon, my energy was gone. But the real issue wasn't just the workload, it was the way I worried about the workload. I remember one particular morning. I had barely slept the night before, and as I dragged myself out of bed, I asked, why am I so exhausted when the day hasn't even started? That evening, feeling completely drained, I picked up a book that had been sitting on my shelf for months, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by yours truly. And there, on a random page, I read a line that hit me like a wake-up call. Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. It was like someone had finally put into words what I had been feeling, but couldn't explain. That night, I kept reading. Not the whole book, just a few pages. And in one section, I suggested something so simple. I almost overlooked it myself. Develop a calming daily habit that redirects your focus from worry to gratitude. It sounded too easy to be true. So I thought, what do I have to lose? So the next day, I tried it. Just 5 quiet minutes. No pressure. Just me, a pen, and a notebook. And the effect, it wasn't instant, but it was real. And it grew stronger each day I showed up. So, what was the simple habit? Every night before bed, I would take out a small notebook and write down 3 things I was grateful for that day. That's it. No fancy journal, no rules, just 3 things, big or small, that made me smile, gave me comfort, or reminded me that life, despite its chaos, still had beauty in it. Sometimes I wrote about people. Sometimes it was just the taste of a good cup of tea, or a quiet walk, or the fact that I had made it through a hard day. The whole thing took less than 3 minutes. But something powerful started to happen. Instead of falling asleep thinking about what went wrong, I went to bed thinking about what went right. And that small shift, just changing the direction of my thoughts, helped my mind relax. You see, our brains can't focus on gratitude and worry at the same time. It's like a mental switch. When we focus on what we're thankful for, our brain starts to let go of what we're anxious about. Science backs this up too. Studies have shown that gratitude practices lower cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone, and even help improve sleep quality. But I didn't need a study to tell me it was working. I could feel it. I was calmer. I was sleeping better. I started noticing more good things during the day. just because I was training my mind to look for them. It's so simple, yet so often overlooked. Just 1 week of doing this, and the difference was remarkable. I wasn't expecting a miracle, but something shifted. I started sleeping better, not because my work got easier, no. My to-do list was just as long as before. But for the first time in a long while, my mind wasn't racing with worries as soon as I lay down at night. It felt lighter. I found myself waking up with more energy. The day still had their challenges, but I wasn't carrying around the constant weight of stress anymore. And you know what? I started to laugh more. I smiled more. I actually enjoyed the little things, like the sound of birds outside my window in the morning or the warmth of my coffee in the afternoon. But the most amazing thing, the energy I was feeling wasn't just staying with me, it began to spread to others, friends, family, colleagues. They started noticing. I became a little more patient, a little more present, and I noticed them smile more too. It was like this ripple effect of positive energy. This habit, it didn't just help me sleep better or feel less stressed. It changed how I showed up in the world. And the best part, this isn't something you have to wait months to see. You'll feel the effects quickly because the benefits of gratitude aren't just long-term. They're right here, right now, tonight, before you go to bed. Take a moment, grab a piece of paper or even just a note on your phone and write down 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be something simple. A good conversation, a hot cup of coffee, or even the fact that you made it through the day. Just 3 things. That's it. And here's the thing. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. You may not notice it at first, but over time, you'll start to feel lighter, more at peace, and more connected to what really matters. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. So why wait? Start today. Take a few minutes tonight to write down 3 things you're grateful for, and watch how it transforms your stress into peace. Say goodbye to the worry, the fatigue, and the endless cycle of stress. Today is the day you can begin a new habit that will carry you toward a calmer, more fulfilling life. You've got this. I hope this revised script helps you with your YouTube video. Let me know if you need any other adjustments.